Так, раз, два, проверка звука. Раз, два, проверка звука. Так, все. Всем привет, сегодня продолжаем играть Genshin Impact. Я сегодня сюжетку не дальше, ну как сказать, сюжетку, ну задание, чтобы начать. Ой, извиняюсь. Ну, кстати, вот золотая рыбка, я не стал проходить пока что. Решил вот этот пройти пока. Сейчас я кое-что буду. Всё. Да. Потому что почему-то кажется, задание вам временное. Потому что оно вот здесь находится, ветер, вот ветер дует. Вот как видите, за кадром я чуть-чуть побегал по фарму. Получал. Вот сверху упал, долетев. Люблю это дело.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement.
Когда что-то не прогружается. Так, погодите минутку. Все.
Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact...
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity. Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contact... Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are... They are as follows. Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically, Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find, and in addition, you may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first takes them.
Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just the other day. So excuse...
No. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched...
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge...
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about... Then we'll never be short of more...
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend... The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. When you do, remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity presents itself to you.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, we'd better get... First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look! It seems like they're...
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I...
No, I don't need...
Don't be like that. Why don't you stand there after...
Oh, right, yeah.
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information. Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out. Huh, they're not here. Let's keep looking.
Ну тихо, постой себе. Ну тихо.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something...
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you. I don't need... If you still can't...
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent lady. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and...
I won't...
No more excuses! Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and then Shinyue Kiosk, then Wanmin Restaurant. Same story each time. You order all the signature dishes. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we are.
Boss, I'm telling you...
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this?
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians?
No, don't be angry.
Shenhe.
Shenhe?
My name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paiman's name is... Well...
I've heard about you two before. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it...
You can't do that. This is Liyue Harbor. There are
laws. No.
Really? So...
That would be my stomach growling.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other, but only took a small... Then of course you're still hungry. So, anything...
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals.
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. After all, you can't work on an empty stomach. Do you think Shenhe might be an Adeptus? Seems like it's her first time.
Я случайно сюда пришел и тут там
Are you
дальше.
here to buy some herbs?
Chingsing, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything.
Thank you.
She's really...
My hunger has now abated. Thank you. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance, after consuming a large...
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the... If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table...
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious. But should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only... Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Return to the mountains.
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the rebuild the gym, and now we're probably super behind because we've been...
I see. I heard something about the
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want. Were you interested in the contest?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point... However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance.
Wow! You really... But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
Then let's not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna...
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan... We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors.
Vito! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Я согласен с ней.
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look, we want to win this competition. Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils. Let's start it.
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So,
Baiju, what are you doing?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wood?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' personal affairs. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now.
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here, though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called Sunset?
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When activated, Sunset Vermilionite rises up. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there...
Пипец, как не хватает все-таки русской озвучки. Ясно, хватит. Пипец. Опа-на. Будем по списку потихоньку топать. Сейчас, погодите. Все, положил телефон. Сколько? Часа молнии он там. Это дерево. Да. Надеюсь, задание недолгое, потому что ходить не очень-то и хочется. Опять туда-сюда прыгаю. Мне сейчас все задания, что у меня набрано, заставят выполнять. Не очень-то их хочется, если честно. Слушай, их слишком много. Сейчас это задание выполню. Пойду в другое лично, я вас начинаю.
I can't wait to see my...
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been complete. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I have.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of...
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll just...
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how...
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilion?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady...
As well?
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite, but only one piece. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction, and a lot of interested parties have... At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million mora.
500 миллионов мора. У нас там воюют
500
только 2.
million?
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated.
But... without...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of...
Who?
Seagazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away. Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Seagazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some Sunset Vermilion. After Seagazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to time. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly certain that it is situated in the...
That's great! But is it real? Wouldn't it be a little, you know, disrespect?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Seagazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like this... Open-minded? I have not heard of Seagazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that? Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine. Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus, it's likely to be crawling with monsters after being abandoned for so long.
Okay, we will.
Так, погоди. Я хочу кое-что глянуть. Так, Аршир. Вот, это задание уже наконец-то сброшу. Награда репутации. Кому нужна она? Да, шучу, конечно, нужна. Очень полезная, к сожалению, вещь. Если напрямую не идти выполнять. Типа скинчики можно смотреть. На так. Просто так, за скина, куча заданий.
If only we had some here.
Вкуса.
Я не начал. Какашка ты. Блин, выйди.
Не знаю. О, фига. Все.
Что я начал?
Ну, ты больше не.
Ты где? Ты где железная дорога?
If only we had some help here.
Ну.
Я не знаю.
Ка. Не по... Ну-ка. Ты что за вертон такой? Ну-ка. Хотя я... Вот. Не, я все понимаю, могло затупить, но... До такой же степени, чтобы меня пугать. Часики. Так, 3, 4, 6, примерно вот так дал. Ой, я чуть-чуть перестарался. Да и ладно. За кусок. Все? Спасибо. Дождь, дождь. Так, сейчас я отойду на минутку, погодите, пожалуйста.
Я, если что, нахожусь там, где нужно еще на чувака натыкнуть, чтобы зайти туда. Да, очень. О, каком качестве. Марина, может, потом вам карту играем?
I smell rabbit.
Let's dance.
Так, кстати, погодите, я хочу... Как я опять приватизирую. Только дать потом не забудьте, чтобы я по приоритете не искал. Аллахад.
Shincho said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
Дождь пошел.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed...
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a new Celia over there?
Прям. Фейл довести.
The Celia got to here and then disappeared. Should we go over and take a look?
Ой.
Let's make haste.
Дай бог, кажется, что просто так. Ну, там...
Weren't we at a waterfall just now? Oh, so many clouds.
I believe this is... With any luck, the sunset vermilionite we're looking for should be...
Really? Let Paimon see. Huh? Look, it's gone. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh, could there be something?
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art used for... If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is...
All right, then let's...
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are hiding.
Ура, наконец-то хоть с кем-то поделал.
Transfiguration!
А, я понял. Ну, допустим. Я не понял, что делать. Что мне вслепую тэпать? Ладно, допустим. Все, хорошо, извиняюсь. Ангелина быстрее бегает, дальше летит. А если вот так? Нет? Вот так. Ой, стоп, я даже не попал. Я сначала все равно атаковать его, потом Ай. Ой.
Don't waste my time.
Да я откуда знаю, что с этим делать. Ёж, все, вспомнил. Встречал уже эту фильму уже однажды. Кто? Прикольно. Дай, залезь туда. Ну-ка, я хочу глянуть. Давай. Ну тоже. Допустим, мне это стало интересно.
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
Так, раз. Два. Потом отхожу. 3. 4.
Feels a slit.
Do your master's bidding.
Что с тобой?
Take your true form.
Такое. Мамочки, чё вы? Я аж ничего отреагировать даже не успел. Как они его прибили. Повезло, что я хотел только этого там прибивать. Сейчас будет человека.
Shaken and stirred.
Don't waste my time.
The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
Your life is mine.
Transfiguration!
Полетели.
Is everyone okay?
Вопрос. Какого ты был?
The celiacs disappeared beneath the clouds again.
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
Малая, будь добра, свалить.
Give up. Transfiguration!
Come.
Cryo incarnate!
Here come the fireworks.
Submit! Get back! I take...
Успел.
Shake it and stir.
Take your true form! Feeble! By ordinance divine!
Yeah.
My will embodied!
А он что, даже не восстал? Удивительно. А, нет.
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall. Ah! So high. Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently. Hey! That Series on the move again. Let's catch up with it. Huh. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
Я понял, что он появился. Сейчас дальше. Дальше. Сюда выйти не могу. А, кажется, понял.
Don't waste my time.
Тоже налево.
Your life is mine. It's nothing. Get back!
Escolha, tá? No caso, tá certo. Voltado. Aham. Foi eu.
Give up. Take your true form.
Shake his hamster! Go Bishop down! Pew pew! Look at you, Foodtail! Submit!
Unleash! Cryo incarnate! Obey! Transfiguration! Keep back! It's nothing. Transfiguration. Here come the fireworks. My time has come.
Diana Special! I'm a rock!
My will embodied.
Успел, да.
Don't waste my time. Take your true form. Firehead, vented and killed.
Что долго
Think you can bully me?
I taste blood.
Как вот, ты же еще живой. Какой он
Take me back. My will embodied. Do your master's bidding. Manifest.
Серьезно, вот нафига я только понял, да? Если мне так хилиться, лучше взять было, он захилил, чем Нингуан. Ну, а тише может быть. Если честно.
Look, over there! Could that be the sunset vermilionite? Is this it? Is this the sun's... It's so huge! That's true, but then again, why is...
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and...
Wow, Shenhe, you...
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling story after story. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like this.
Hold on a sec. Paimon, if we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This rock must weigh...
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure?
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Plaustrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged. My safety.
That's right! Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything, but if something this heavy lands on you, you're gonna get your... You've gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects. It's...
Is it now? I'll go on ahead with the Plaustrite. Let's meet at the building site later.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Huh. Adepti super strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
сваливаем. Пока можем.
Собирай. Разбудишь, когда соберешь.
Творческая студия. Просточить стики. Просмотры 100. Неплохо. Э. ТП, во-первых, почему? ТП? Во-вторых, видите мой отряд. Ну. ТП, мне хиллер.
Wish me luck.
Что-то. Телепортить будет. Вижу. Он не рабочий. Ладно. Вчера буду помню, что это был. Ну что же, так, тут бежать будет. Ой. Кстати, коня еще чуть меньше половины.
Let the show be.
Just when will work resume?
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's got to be one of those adepti.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may repay.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congrats! I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhua and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing.
In truth, it is the finest piece of plostrite we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a...
Shenhua! Just now on the way over,
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold her head up high.
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an Adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the
Yeah, 'cause that's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too.
But I am not...
Shenhua?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set
that there are some...
No need. I simply need to find myself.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. All right? Seriously, don't punish yourself like...
Okay. If you insist.
Great! Now we're talking.
Какая к черту гостиница? Я буквально не вижу ни разу путешественник отдыхал, блин. Туда-сюда, туда-сюда бегаю. Ё-моё, я уже думал, это уж спальница. Сейчас пойду. Нет? А чё с новинкой не тратится? А, это слишком большая. Гостиница, одна комната.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? Just in time. We only have 2 rooms left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. Visitors. So business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies.
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just at the door on the... Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay.
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Paimon couldn't help but notice. Let's buy one for Shenhe too. She can have it as a midnight snack.
All right. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door.
Я сплю очень четко и уверена, что услышу стук в дверь. Ладно, поехали.
Hey, isn't that Clavra table? Let's go and say hi.
Старая кулерша, блин, заставляет лезть в голову. Понятно. О, чуть-чуть коснулся.
One trust you have met.
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know...
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor.
Cool. So, calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful.
Her Adeptus name. Why pray...
Don't all Adeptus...
On this latter point, you are correct.
Oh, right. Wait, what? What? You knew already? So is Paimon the only one who didn't know?
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary humans?
Well, to start with, her problem-solving...
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which...
That sounds so...
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust. One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day,
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding, even had the stalemate continued.
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in the first place?
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind, and she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender... Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul... Red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexperienced. It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you, and take good care of her.
Oh, now Paimon gets it.
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful, Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievement. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching.
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti.
У него просто могу я вот эту фигню? Серьезно? Там 8 вроде стоять. Там сказано 8. Прикольно. Ой.
Hey, so Shenhe.
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Oh? How did you...
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep. I was worried that something may have happened to you. So, on top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing... After all, Master is...
Sorry, Shenhe. Paimon had you...
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner. Because in my experience, trying to explain is a few... Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. For this, I'm...
To be fair, we've met our fair share. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're...
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on... But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up... Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhe. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Нафига? Выйду. Дай. Ты что творишь? Маска фиговая. Ну да. Ай, нога не милость. Сейчас будем свидеть.
Look! The Jade Chamber is flood. But it seems to be...
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Bywin! And hey, Beidou! And hey! Person Paimon doesn't...
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and...
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat a...
Beetle? You're joining the J...
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed...
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the...
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is...
Shenhe.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, to be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plastrite required. Wow. So excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you...
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. Sounds great, but...
I think the plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh. Interesting.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder core. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw.
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's go! By the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang? I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has... Ooh, what's the opera called? The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus. It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
La красивая. И т.п. Я в это иду.
Have you ever kept goldfish as pets? They're very cute.
Да, хила у меня маловато. Так. Сейчас сразу закупиться решил. Да? Понятно. Опа. А. Вот 21 шансов только сделать. 12%. Делается всего 2 из 21. Что как-то маловато. Очень маловато я сказал. Так, все. У нее еще есть. О, пицца. Чуть-чуть промазал. Да и ладно.
Up and away.
Так, ну-ка на час будет.
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf, or do you need something forged?
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something.
Of course I have.
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my...
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, I'm sorry. My brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. So, you're here to ask about Wonder Cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang back. The types of ore needed to make Wonder Cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time. I don't suppose you've brought any...
No? We were gonna ask you what kinds of ore we need.
Sure. Well, you'll need two kinds. Star Splinter iron. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it resonates with visions. It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. As for the Subrosium, though, that's trickier. It's all but unheard of on the market. I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter iron around Mount Tianheng. And if you run into any locals, ask them a few questions.
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel of devastation also takes place. I hear the view there is quite spectacular. A favorite destination of the Adepti, in fact. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not...
Опа.
Oh, it's you. Seaside. Chi-Chi is helping with the evacuation. Yes, Ningguang said so. But no one will listen to Chi. If danger comes, Chi, don't go near the sea.
Легкий 300. То есть налево. А, топаю. Пугался. Ой, я думал перестались давать. Ясно. Там на склад типа залезть, что-нибудь купить со склада. Рядом с точкой. Ну что, ой, ой, ой.
The fireworks are gonna get soaked! Let's find shelter quick! Oh, we're not going to make it! I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic towers. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft, where mortals seldom... The divine damsel of devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. Huh. What's the story about that? It's the story of a girl becoming... Cool! A hero story? The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband, the vile and vicious monster, told the villagers, if you want to live, you must sacrifice a child. What a nasty piece of work! Paimon sure hopes that... But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. They had no choice. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl... No! Don't do... Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air. That's how the opera ends.
I really like this story, but I personally think that perhaps the little girl was I'm not sure she deserves all the praise.
I've never considered that. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree of When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his...
I think it's a great...
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get ourselves some stuff!
Будьте добры не играть с моим воображением так, потому что он там коварный. Ничего. Ага. Как он называется? Елка, вообще нужно. Да. Слезь ты. Где? Зачем? Почему? Как? Нафига? Рисуем цели. Это я знаю. Конечно, да, с Богом никто почти не помог, но... Вот, вопрос. Ничем.
This should be enough Star Splinter iron. Now we just need to find that Subrosium. I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there? Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Excuse us, sir. Can we ask... Huh. He didn't seem to catch that. Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happened to... Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Well, whatever. Shenhua, Yunjin, look...
Sorry, you can go ahead without. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're a... I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium. But I think you can find... This place is deserted now. No one ever comes here.
Huh? You know this? Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and... Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. Okay. Then let's see what we...
Сейчас не выключится, я сейчас выйду из игры и все. Ой, нашел. Вот не надо лезть уже.
The remains of a god, an abandoned village, Mount Tianheng. Does this mean that the true story of the divine... The time frame certainly matches. So it seems... Huh. What's this?
господин эту штуку и думаю, вот. Время. Сейчас еще выберу там этого. Какого-нибудь там этого. На этого, как его? Да. Картинку они будут сделать. Я тоже упал там. Тема, постой. А. Вот.
So, now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an Adeptus. And she is So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. I should have noted. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera. And she didn't volunteer. She was... Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice. Oh, it looks like my father... We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Sabrosium. Let's have a look over there.
Empty chest. Good for storage.
Дай тоже не искать. О! Сначала достижение знаю. 163 достижения выполнено.
This is it. So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tian. Let's go back and tell Shenhe.
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired Adeptus from a merchant passing by. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't. I bring flowers back here every year. And each time...
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions, making me... So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not,
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. Shenhe, I'll tell you more about the old times next...
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look! This tells us how to find Sabrosia.
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the divine depth.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your lived experience in favor of my father's.
It's okay. I like your version.
But,
My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to but I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will.
Don't worry. I believe, in fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you... Yunjin, cut the chit! We can't let someone else beat us too!
Опа. Гусь.
Up and away!
Спасибо. Ой. Опа, какие?
What brings you here? Have they found a solution to the danger in the sea? Ningguang didn't tell you. Something has happened in Guyan Stone Forest. According to the contract. But these things can be unpredictable. I have a contingency plan of my own. Only a single mountain lies between here and... If things get out of control, I will
That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in! Hyman's curious if Beto's made any progress.
Я хотел в полете, ладьяк в полете пристать и трогнуть. Бежу.
These things useful?
Это я. Опять телепортироваться. Где-то вперед. Это вы.
Я тоже. У меня прям няшка-няшка.
goodness.
So...
This is some top quality ore you found. I guess now it's my time to shine.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and...
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work on them while you go about your... Don't worry. It won't...
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next. But where should we find...
I'll sort that out.
Oh?
Yes. I have been training with the When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber, not the contest. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber, so Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the world for too long. Maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all. But either way, I'm very glad to have met you. And I'll take care of those...
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether you should stay or not. But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down, come find me on my ship. There'll be a drink waiting for you.
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make the...
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti are...
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my map.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there ahead of us!
Не, если еще с ядром... Я понимаю, вот, что с талисманом я не уверен. Так, стоп, между пахнуться можно. Да, точки никакой не стоит. Ладно. Телепорт. Какой? О! Что-то тут изменилось, по-моему, как-то.
Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh! All three of you found them together. The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. It seems that we found our winner. I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin, and...
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the prostrate yet!
So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where they...
Huh? Where's Beidou? She was right here.
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please...
All right, then. Guess we'll head on up. This has been a long time coming.
Чё? Погоди. Достижение. Крыша света. Вес. О, печатать клёво.
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, thank you all for your work. Now it is time for me to...
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement.
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your...
The unveiling of Miss Yoon's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you... The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles shortly.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good...
A traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your sister's whereabouts.
Wow, you're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well, guess Paimon will ask...
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, and instinct for what is a good opportunity. All of these traits are If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work for you.
Wow, Paimon hadn't even asked the...
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, so I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the highest rate of remuneration.
Great! So next time we run out of Moro, we just need no more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't...
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second. Paimon can probably think of another one.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can...
A sense of belonging.
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part... Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed to it. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou! It's your turn! Do you have a question for...
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well... Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready, and the Millilith have set up an ambush.
Glad to hear it. Watch...
Beidou? Ningguang?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the... I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness, and I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence! Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber. I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepti.
No. In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone.
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
Ой, что, сейчас файт. Экстрасенс. Привет, привет! Как дела? Как дела?
What are you doing here?
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk!
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We'll help too!
Так, и чё? Типа по ней смотреть? Сейчас надо было. Да и ладно. Если не читал текст.
Take your true form.
Да, ходи смотреть. Да? Ой-ой-ой. Киса. Опа. Киса. Эй, махай киса.
Transfiguration.
Да и ладно, когда было иначе. Так, я здесь. О, привет. Нет. Так, хрен брать. Какое раньше время, пугаете меня школой. Офигели люди долбые. Школу меня завтра отправляю. Его сдохло. Ну, попал все-таки. Есть. Минус одна. Да? Конец.
I'll protect us. Keep back.
Теперь ждем, как это на голову. Да свалишь ты. А как не свалить, если не свалить? Как я тебя приметил. Был.
Fire hazard.
Блин, рано. Так, ладно, происходит. Давай одной пиццей. Не знаю.
Here come the fireworks. Time for a light show. I'm a rock. Let the show begin.
Cryo Incarnate! Transfiguration!
That didn't kill. Fire hazard. Oh, fizzle out. Look at you, Booze Hound.
Take your true form!
Pew-pew! Let's dance. Time for a lunch. They'll protect us. I'm a rock. Fuse is lit. Goes the ship down.
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her. If the place collapsed, the consequences would be disastrous. Let's head back.
Так, вот отсюда. Да, сейчас новый данж открыт. Ай, блин, я хотел, не выходя отсюда, посмотреть достижения. Жалко, жалко, очень жалко. Ой. 7 сегодня, да, завтра 8. Не хочу в школу.
I'm just a little exhausted. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted. When you visit the Jade Chamber...
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you. How are the Millilith?
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady on behalf of the entire Millilith. Thank you for your...
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance, we must be prepared.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have...
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong Ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is hence on balance. One finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there will no doubt...
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always...
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago, and noticed the air of Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a...
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please take good care of In fact, one has many fond memories.
There'll be no need for...
Oh. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you.
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade Chamber when you have... We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis.
Пожалуйста, остановитесь на этом. Есть! Я хотел глянуть, что... Понятно. Ну дайте пострелять, пожалуйста. Пожалуйста. Оказывается, такие... Даже пострелять уже не дают. Люди, оказывается, серьезно. Казалось бы, я, если меня это как так сильно волновало. Ну что, что? Ну, короче, поболтать.
The Millilith's casualties are within the range we expected, but in hindsight, there were still flaws with our plan. If we'd had more time, we could have built a barrier here to absorb the impact of the waves. We must learn from this experience and never repeat the same mistakes again. We were
Опа. Здрасте, приехали. Ну, класс, по заданию сколько.
Так она же это...
Эх, не дали посмотреть, что еще пацаны среди.
Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food...
All of you here are my distinguished guests. Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one. I trust you will find the marvelous view...
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never met... I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel of Devastation today. The one written by her father. I've been so...
Hey! Look! Miss Yun...
Так, в наушниках и все.
惯到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
Клёво.
It was beautiful.
It was wonderful. Also,
you're welcome. Thanks to you, the divine damsel of devastation, the play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe.
Thank you. I think I found.
Ms. Yun! Here you are! Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The divine damsel herself. And look who else. Let me pull up a chair. All right. We'll all have a friendly chat.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your...
Uh-oh. This feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe.
Продолжение следует. Давай, не то. Да... Малой, тише будь. Чё это мне дали такое, может быть? Да не то вроде. Не то. Да, прикольно. Стопай, вот. Вот это фигня. Что это за фигня? И шапы глубины ух.
12 игроков, Полина.
Может потом пригодится где-нибудь, пофигу. Так, сейчас достижения гляну. Чудеса света. Так, сперва, ну-ка.
To act, one must first feel. After our trip to Mount Tianheng together, I felt much more. Next time I have a new opera, may we study the character.
That's just tiny.
Now that I think about it, I'm glad Master sent me here to deliver the sigils. I'm sure I have much to learn from you in the future.
Дай пройти. Конечно, неудобно одной рукой джойстиком управлять.
You've made an exceptional contribution toward the building of the new Jade Chamber. I will not forget this. I shall be sure to...
Huh?
Let the show begin.
Да и ладно. Да, красиво и высоко, главное. Так, что, чел? Нет. Стоп. Так. Ну, прикольно.
Hello.
Я просто не иду, потому что слежу цели. Позвольте покажу, где это. Даже пошел, но не сегодня. Это мне как минимум брать лодку, пойти вот здесь чек взять. Плыть вот сюда, вот здесь чек взять. Не просто это не выгодно, как говорится. Так, ладно, что у меня? Вот сюда. Телепорт. Полудохляки у меня одни. Полудохляки одни у меня. Интересно. Заказываем монстров. Мне интересно это. Сейчас задание у меня вопрос. Золотая рыбка. Будь здоров! Ой, сейчас приду. Опа. Прикольно. Так, ну все, теперь я знаю, что я делаю. Теперь ждать.
Are the weapons to scare away the great Mujina yokai?
Oh, Mr. Ryunosuke is making them right now. You can go aren't you gonna play? I'm sorry. I have something important to do right now, but I'll bring you guys some candy next time. The extra sweet candy, the one you guys love. Yeah! Also, I wanted to ask you guys something. Did you see a bunch of scary Yep, we did. It looked like...
Are they trying to catch a monster?
No, don't worry. It's be good kids and stay out of trouble, all right? Stay in the city for now, and I'll come play with you after the fireworks start.
We will. We'll be on our best behavior.
It looks like this is the right way. Let's keep going. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, I guess I'll have to step in. Look! There are people from the Tenryu Commission over there! It must be them!
Sorry, official business. I can't let you pass.
Sakujiro and Keisuke are up ahead, right? We need to talk to them about something.
Didn't you hear me? You're not getting past.
Ugh, what a nuisance!
О, пожалуйста. Ура, спасибо. Стал. Кому? Это кто ударил так?
I must withdraw.
Повезло. Я уже думал, что все.
I'll protect us. I'm a rock. Time for a light show.
I must withdraw. I must withdraw.
Да, он наверняка шел.
How dare you impede the work of the Tenryou Commission? You will be punished for your act. There is nowhere you can escape justice. Not even at the edge of...
Look at that. The one with the... We can't waste any more time on these guys. Let's push on. They should be just ahead.
Ну. А с кого такая заплянка тогда случилась? Сейчас. Это у кого там? Бессмертное чудо появилось. Вместо мозгов, как говорится. А! Вот ты где. Все, понял. Ну-ка. Да, можешь встать? Вопрос где-нибудь. По? Команда. Понятно. Сейчас сделаю по-другому отряд. Так. Ну-ка, это...
Let's make haste.
Так, ясно. Ну, кого-нибудь, кто высокий. Ну вот, по-моему, только она высокая самая у меня. Сейчас погнали, сыграем за счет роста. Не, я еще могу. Ну. Отряд. Ну-ка, вот воздушных кто? Только это. Стоять.
We may leave at any time.
Да.
I want to help.
Ну-ка. Понятно.
Stand clear.
Балет. Будет. Мама, дай. Какого черта ты загрелся? Дай. Ничего уйти от тебя. Надо будет. Надо тот. Дай. Сейчас. Погодите, пожалуйста. Ой, наконец-то я это сделал.
Come on, we can do it.
Empty chest. Good for storage.
Fire hazard!
Кого-то бить сейчас будем.
Your skills with the sword have stagnated, Sakujiro. You should have known that you stood no chance against me in a duel.
I never imagined I'd fall into your hands. If this is to be my fate, I accept it. I have nothing else to say.
But your return says that you finally came around to my point of view.
Whatever you say.
You will return with me to the Tenryou Commission to await your... The one who made this boat will also be punished.
Wait! It doesn't have to end like this! Don't you have anything else to say to one another?
Hey, I know you. You're Naganahara's girl, who makes the fireworks. I know you like to get involved.
It's okay, Yoimiya. The past is the past.
And why did you risk life and limb to get yourself back into Inazuma? And why were you so reluctant to leave? I'll tell you why. This is why. This is the chance you've been waiting for. To talk everything.
I have nothing to say to him. He's a criminal. I work for the Tenryou Commission. There is no... Out of respect for the friendship we once had, I gave him a chance to fight for his freedom. But his skills with the sword are as disappointing now as they...
What are you talking about? And just who do you think? You left all your subordinates back there to guard the road, making sure no one else followed you here. Seems to me like you were hoping for a chance to talk. I can see it in your faces. You both have so much to say, and you're just gonna choose to keep it all inside?
Don't flatter yourself. What would you know?
Yoimiya, leave it. It was just my wishful thinking.
No, I won't leave it! I will not stand by and watch when you haven't even done anything! Keisuke, you seem to like settling things with a duel, so let's do it your way. I challenge you to a duel. If I win, then you need to say everything that's in your heart. No more running from your feeling. And the same goes for you, Sakujiro. If I win, you will tell Keisuke exactly why you came back, no matter what the consequences are. You have to tell him everything. If you don't say anything now, you may never have another chance.
Извините.
And if you lose?
Then I'll admit to collaborating with Sakujiro and accept the Tenryou Commission's punishment.
Yoimiya.
I accept. Let's settle this with a duel.
Sir, we're here to back you up.
Back up? Duels are supposed to be one-on-one! All right, that's it! Let's help Yoimiya! We can't let her fight them all alone!
I must withdraw.
Да, ну вот.
Sir, they are too strong. We need more men.
Stand down.
What?
I thought I told you to stay.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Young lady, you are just as obstinate as Sakujiro was. Why were you so convinced that we had things to say to each other?
Because Sakujiro may not have told me about you when he came back, but he did order a firework from me. Then, your parents told me about what happened between you when you were younger. Once I'd heard the story, I realized that the firework meant something, and that's why I simply refuse to believe that you have nothing to say to each other. Nobody sets off a firework to feel lonely, do they?
The reason I came back is that it wasn't that I'd changed my mind. I just felt that what I'd done in the past was to try to escape. I saw the freedom of Mondstadt, the contracts of Liyue, the wisdom of Sumeru, and the justice of... I was glad that I'd left Inazuma, but then I happened to hear about the Sakoku decree. I was an escapee, and I was proud of that. What I should have tried to do is take the good things from the outside world and...
So that's why you came back? Out of your naive hope of changing the way things...
No, I let go of all those delusions of grandeur. I just felt that...
Huh?
I don't know about you, but life hasn't been easy for me. But I just had to come back and visit. It was like fate was calling me, and I couldn't ignore...
Life isn't easy for anyone. I truly worship the Raiden Shogun. Her ideas were my personal creed, and I desired nothing. But now, my role is to punish violators of the Sakoku decree and confiscate people's visions. It's not... I do wonder, am I really doing the right thing? The boat is yours.
Huh?
I couldn't make you stay in Inazuma, but that doesn't mean I want to keep you here.
What will you say to the higher-ups?
Don't worry about that. I'll handle it. If you want to come back, I hear the process of returning to Inazuma from... I will lend you my help, but until then, you'll have to wait. And don't kick the bucket on the way out.
Don't worry, Keisuke. Any chance we can watch the fireworks together?
Maybe... I'll be demoted for sure. It's not like me to give in to childish sentiment like this. I can't explain why I went through with it. It's the one that Sakujiro planned on using for his escape. I asked Yoshitaka and the others to transport it here, citing the temporary contraband storage clause. Forcing Sakujiro to this spot was also something I had planned all along. It's just like you said, Yoimiya. Even though I hadn't fully made up my mind, my actions betrayed my intent.
But I think you did the right thing. And look, now...
I understand now. Thank you. I didn't know you were quite so perceptive. You saw right in...
That's only because I know your parents so well. They're both really nice people, so I didn't think the apple...
I had heard there was a new Naganohara running things these days. Little loud and reckless, maybe, but you live up to the family name. By the way, Naganohara fireworks can reproduce the firework that the two of us set off back then, right? Would you be able to make one for me?
Sorry, no can do. Without the slipper reference, I can't make the same one again. And I'm afraid Sakuji...
Never mind then.
Don't get too down just yet, though. I mentioned I can't make another one, but I'm guessing Sakujiro probably won't be needing his anymore. It'd be a shame for it to go to waste, so I'll make an exception and let you set it off instead.
Thank you very much.
worries. And... Yoimiya! The way you took command of that whole situation was amazing! What can I say? I like to talk. I'm a strong believer. If you're not willing to communicate, then the problem just sits there. If you just keep staring at it without doing anything, eventually you'll watch every last opportunity to resolve it slip away. Sakujiro and Keisuke can't turn back the clock in their relationship, but that's no reason to... Anyway, follow me. I'll bring you to the perfect place. My pops will set off the firework that I wanted to give to you.
Ой, подождите немного, пожалуйста, сейчас приду.
I keep watch. You leave, you call me. I smell rabbit.
Ai, извиняюсь. Раньше я стоял, у вас здание поступил тоже. Сейчас будет привет. Сначала это и шел. Он что салют запустил. Ой, извиняюсь.
It's... Keisuke.
So, Yoimiya, these fireworks, what do they mean to you? Yoimiya?
Shh.
Huh? Oh.
That was amazing. It was so beautiful I could weep. I didn't actually cry though, right? I just feel a bit misty-eyed. Remember that big one that went up first? The gold one? That's the one I had Pops make for you.
Oh, Paimon saw it! It was one of the...
That's what I wanted to hear. I was hoping, no matter where your journey takes you, and no matter what hardships might lie ahead, I hope you'll always be able to look back fondly on the fireworks you saw tonight.
I believe that as time goes by, this firework will only grow brighter and more beautiful. Oh, and also, you're technically my customers now. Here, this is your paper slip. If you ever want to see that golden firework again, just come and see me. You know, Yoimiya, you seemed to turn into a completely different person during the fireworks. You were so quiet, and it was like you couldn't hear anything at all. Oh, I could hear you. I just have a habit of being silent while I'm watching fireworks. Quietly watching something you made with your own hands rise into the sky feels like a sacred ceremony to me. You asked me what fireworks mean to me, right? Yep. Well, for Koichi, who built the boat for us, and his friend, Third Sis, for Keisuke's parents, and for Keisuke and Sakajiro, oh yeah! As for me, to be honest, seriously? Huh. Paimon was expecting something deep and well, no one's ever asked me this before, so I've never really settled on an answer. It was by chance that I happened to be born into the Naganohara family. It's also by chance that I've met so many people, learned so many things, and discovered that people associate watching fireworks that disappear in a flash of light are probably the furthest thing away from them. But people's feelings don't just disappear. And it's those feelings that give fireworks their purpose. If nobody wanted to watch fireworks, then they wouldn't exist. Also, consider this. You have to have the Naganoharas because so many people are emotionally invested in the existence of fireworks. If we didn't exist, their wishes would go unfulfilled, wouldn't they? You know, I don't really think about complicated things like this very often. But I'm proud that I was born into the Naganohara family and have the chance to make so many pretty fireworks. Inazuma is not such a bad place. Paimon's having a pretty good time. But we should probably go and see about the next operation that Toma and Ayaka were talking about, right? As usual, it's the first stop, Komori Tea House. Are you ready to head over? I think I'll stay here for a bit longer. Oh, but if you wanted to chat, I'll happily oblige. Matsuzaka and the others are still waiting for me so we can go hunt down the great Mujina Yokai. Also, I want to go and ask everyone what they thought of the fire. And over the next few days, I'd also like to... That includes you and Paimon.
Вот так.
Let's make haste.
Stop. Дай. Я говорю, я не успокоюсь. В этом смысле я заканчиваю. Ладно, я за кадром все это сделаю. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Так, ладно, я на этом все равно собирался заканчивать. За кадром это уже делаю, но успокоюсь. Всем спасибо за просмотр, всем пока.